Good evening everyone. Today we are going to be using command line to create databases. So the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to create a database. This shows that we are going to be using Circle, and whatever we shall be creating shall be put into Circle. So the first thing that I would want to do is to create a table in this database. So I'll say create table, then give it a table name. So in this case, I'm going to give it a name people. So when I give it people, so whatever I want to be added in people, the first thing I want is I'll give it a data type. And I would also want this personal ID to be my primary key. To appear in my table. So I want there to be a then I press enter. So after pressing enter, I would also want to add gender as another column in my data type, and this one I'm going to give it character as a data type. Then I'll put my in this table. In this case, I'm going to give amount data type of int with a so when I say describe people, it will bring for me what it has. So after creating that, I will go ahead to create. I would want another table to appear, so I would also go ahead and create here. It will be a foreign key, not the primary key, but I can also put it as that, then press enter. So I would also want my table to have I would also want this table to have the type of transaction. Of type, I'll give it a type of variant character. Then I'll give it a size of 15. So after that, like I said, don't forget to close what you opened. Then press, then terminate, and then enter. So if you still want to see your table, I would want to do, I would want to something like you can terminate and press enter. So for this case, it's showing us that there is an error. That table, this does not exist, but we have created it. So if it does not exist, we can go ahead. Sorry, let me retype this so that want to alter. Then I would want to modify. To modify my gender to go ahead if you want to insert that. And the next one was come out of the bracket and say the next thing was gender, and our gender would be female. Then we put a comma. Next thing was telephone number. Arrow key, and then it brings back the last thing I typed. So I just be playing around with my arrow keys. Since no one can have the same number, I need to change it. So as you can see, I'm still adding some more values to my table so that I can make it bulky. So for this case, I am still adding I want this person to be male. Then remove this name and add another name. My database. Still adding to my database. As I add, now I think this would be enough. Now, so let us use this as our data. So the data that I want, then I can also decide to insert then we'll put a comma, put them in quotes, please don't forget to due date, it can be the same date of the amount. Then we shall press enter and add another. So let me say this one decided. Withdraw. So this withdraw will be of 20,000 on the 17th. In case someone else did a withdraw, we can do the same. So 27th. Put in case of any error, please make sure you read through your error so that you see exactly where it is and see how to remove this error, because it may affect you in the future as you do your work. So for my case, I am trying to eliminate this error. You can use your keyboard as fast as you can so that you don't have to suffer. So after making sure I've exhausted all of them, I can press enter. As you can see, our is still bringing an error. For this case, we can remove can first. So another thing you can do with this table, it's bringing some errors, you can first decide to drop when I describe transaction, I would want to update people. Setting, you say first name, then you put it in quotes. You want the new name. We are going to state our first name. So we are changing it to this, and where you can specify where using remember our personal I want to first show you, select all from our table people. So when I press, it's going to bring me this. As you can see, these are our people, and this is how our table looks like. So if I want to update, so I will update my table. We specify where we want to set this first name. So let's say we say where the person you want to delete, you say delete from, then the table name, which is people, then you specify. See, we are deleting the last one, then you press enter. So when you say that, then you can select to see if then you can bring back select. Go on to the next. We are going to use the order language. So here, when you're using order, you have to first select name, then I say if I want it in ascending order, then I'll terminate and press OK. So now, as you can see now, the personal IDs have been changed since the time I said ascending, so it's going to bring for me the first name starting following the alphabetical order, starting with B, C. As you can see, they have been arranged to wherever you want them to be. So the next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to use the OR, in how to use OR in database. So for this case, we shall still use the select. People, we are going to select we are going to select some people. So we are going to say where. So we shall be like, what do we want? So in case I'm going to select, I want it to return females. So I'll say select for all from people where I want it to return females. So I'll say where gender is equal. Please don't forget to put it in quotes. Then I'll go ahead to say, or if they don't bring back, if they should bring back people with female gender, or people with amount equal to 7, equal with the amount which is equal to, let's say 1 million. So after male has been brought because they have 1 million like I had specified. So the next thing we shall be using is the AND. So when you're using AND, we shall still select AND. So we are going to, AND is used when you want to bring back different people. When you want to select where amount equal to, then my amount, let me say if I want amount of 500. Used the reason why our the way we wrote our table name is not the way we wrote it while we were creating it. So you have to make sure that you write your table name have to look through to make sure our things are still okay. So for this case, we are going to use the between. So for between, we are going to say select all. Then we say from yeah. Sorry about that. This is going to bring an error, but we need to correct it. So I want to use my where personal ID between 2, 7. We say 2 and, since we have no 7, we shall set 2 and 6. Then we shall terminate and brings back people that lie between 2 and 6, including the person with a personal ID of 2 and 6. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to use the limit clause. So when you're using the limit clause, we shall still select. Then we are bringing back all from our table people, and then we shall limit. Shall limit to, let me say, 4. So when you limit to 4 and terminate and press enter, it brings back the first 4 people, as you can see. First 4 people are not the first, the next 4 people that have been brought back. So I wanted, since that we ordered by ascending, I wanted us to do the descending as well. Here we are going to select and then we shall say descending this. And we use first name being equal to, let's say, from our order by let's say in this case we are going to use personal ID, and we shall put it in descending, and then limit it. We shall limit the people it will bring to be 2, 4. And we shall terminate and press enter. So this is how we use the different languages in MySQL. These languages which in the manipulation definition. As you can see, I've used all the different languages, and this is how my tables have turned out to look like. This has been my set, and this is how my tables have been. Thank you for listening.